Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, thank you. Yeah, sorry for inconvenience. My system is suddenly disconnected. Okay. Yeah, so yesterday we discussed right design part and everything. You guys have any doubts regarding for the yesterday class?
No, no doubts.
Yeah, what about Renu?
No doubts.
Shashi not joined today.
Yeah, I think Shashi won't be able to run. He probably
Oh,
will go outside.
okay, okay, no worry. Okay. So I think you guys will be perfect, right? How to we can design the scenario, what is the schedule by scenario, what is the schedule by group and real world, and what is the
Only
start
I have
use.
one. I have one small doubt. Like in
Yes.
scenario schedule, when we are declaring, we have to give like in schedule by we have to select group. At that time, we have to give one more to the real world schedule, right?
Yes, by default, if you select that,
By
it
default.
by default it will come
Okay,
that
by
only.
default it will take. Okay.
Yes.
If you select
So
scenario, it will
if you
take
schedule by scenario, you can select as a schedule, basic schedule
basic
because
schedule.
single ramp up, single ramp down
Yeah, yeah.
ratio.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So after this, all setup is completed. Like each script, your runtime settings also completed. Then everything is done. Then we need to start our execution. Before going to execution, we need to assign for the SLA also, service level agreement. SLA nothing but each and every transaction response time. Launch, login, flight transaction, payment transaction, logout transaction. Each transaction actually 2 seconds is our response. SLA. So we need to design for the SLA means you can click on that. Okay. Click on for the next. And here you need to select for the transaction response time. Here we have the two options. If you select average, you can select for the average. If you select percentage, it will select for the percentage more. So I selected as a average because I want for the compare for the SLA with average response time. So that is why I selected as a average. And click on next. And here these all transactions we have. So what is the transactions you have? You need to push from here. Okay. I think we are not selected perfect scripts. We didn't have much. If you want to get S, and we'll remove this and we'll assign uh, another
And
script.
this service level agreement value should be provided by the client, right?
Yes, yes. So schedule by scenario. Okay, we'll select further now schedule by scenario and basic schedule. Fine. Okay. Otherwise, real world also fine. If you select when you are selecting for the schedule by scenario, if you select both also fine. Basic schedule and real world also you can give. So here
Okay.
you need to give for the start users nothing but ramp up. Total I am giving as a for example 50 users test. Okay. And 50 users, right? I am giving for the every 10 seconds will be every 10 users will be every 5 seconds I am giving. Okay. And click on OK. And now duration, okay, will give for the
14 minutes.
3 minutes. So
3
I don't
minutes.
have time. So that is why I'm giving for the 3 minutes only. So don't
Okay.
think every time we can do for that is way. So these things we can do for the only like here smoke test point of view. But depends on the testings, right? We can do for the maximum 1 hour. Okay. And click on OK. And same to the unit assign for the ramp down also 0.5 and click on OK. So now design is completed and everything is completed. Now we can assign for the SLA. Next. And we need to select for the average. Click on next. Why transactions not coming here? Okay,
And
ticket
select
booking.
and
Okay,
execute.
we are created that, right? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
It will come. Okay, no worry. Okay. It is taking was the actions. Okay. And here it is asking for the transaction response time average. You want to criteria with the running users or transaction per second, transaction per means which you want to, I give as a running user. And you need to give for the This is the less than 2 seconds and equal to 2. That is our SLA. Let's click on this and see we are assigned this. Okay, you are assigned as a this. And if you want apply to all transactions, then it is apply for the all transactions. Apply to all transactions. Okay. And after that, we need to apply for the like two for the each and every transactions. Like just SLA nothing but we need to assigning for the as per our SLA. Okay, next and finish. So now you can observe transaction response time average. We are added SLA. If you want edit means again you can click edit and you can change if you want to change anything. So now we are everything is ready. And before going to the test, we need to check with the load generator connectivity will be there, not there is connected or not. Now it is the status down. You need to connect. See now it's ready. Then we need to start our test. So this is the runtime settings. And if you want start test means you need to start the test here. So when you are start scenario, we want to monitor for the not only transaction response time, not only our like application point of view. We need to monitor for the server side also, like CPU and memory utilization. So that all things how to we can monitor means, for example, you can go here and you can see the task manager, the performance. We can see CPU this, memory this. For as of now, CPU it is how much it is showing? 29, 24, up to that. Memory it is showing as a 76 already it is occupied. So means we are not started any test, but without doing for the test also it is occupying for this. Means in this system we have the different things is going. Every application it is take for the sum. So you can click on this. You are able to see the like CPU, which application it is utilizing. See, you can observe only Zoom only it is taking for the 14 or 13 like this. And memory point of also we can observe each and every. Means already it is occupying for the each and everything. So when we are doing for the on our local system, you need to close the all things. Like what are the things it will be there, you can close all. Only you need to open for the like controller and assume to the what is the you are opening for that particular point of view, you need to open one or two applications. If you open all things, it is for this is also it is taking for the more CPU and memory. We are not done the test already. It is 74% occupied. It is the 33% 30 it is coming for the CPU. So that is fine. But real time we need to no need to see for the that one. We need to be how the some tools will be there. Server side monitoring point of view, how tools, side scope, performance, app dynamics, dynatrace, relay. So we have the different tools will be there. Using that tool, we need to monitor for the CPU memory. So when you are doing for the CPU memory, we have the servers, app servers will be there. So app server, when you are starting the test, it's showing as a 0 CPU, 0 memory. Once your test is started, so if you are 50 users, you are doing means some CPU utilization, memory utilization, it is occupied or not as a user.
Yeah.
Yes, right? Means
Yes,
each and every user need for the some CPU memory utilization. Maybe 50 user point of view, your CPU memory, it is crossing more than 80% or not, you need to observe. If it is crossing more than 80% CPU memory utilization, so that is the issue with the like CPU memory is not sufficient for the 50 users. So because of that issue also, your transaction response time will be high, more than your SLA. Actually SLA 2 seconds, but you are observe that one payment transaction it's happened for the 3 seconds. Why? Because means these 50 users, what is the memory CPU is there, that is not sufficient. Then what we can do, we need to recommend it to the particular team. could you please increase for the CPU memory utilization? Because 50 user point of view, it is not sufficient for the CPU memory. Then the particular team will be increased for the CPU memory. Again, this 50 user test you can do. Then CPU utilization, memory utilization less than 80%, and your response time also good. It's clear?
Monitoring, it's not under the performance system, right?
Yes, it's the performance
Okay.
testing only.
Okay. Okay.
So when you are execution doing, you need to open that. So we have the performance will be there. So this is the performance monitor. So in this monitor, so for example, you want to add for the CPU memory, these things means we need to click on for this plus, and you need to check for the what are the things you want, like CPU memory, you want for the network counters, see processor information, processor nothing but CPU utilization. So in the processor also we have the some sub counters will be there, processor time, user time, nothing but when you are executing the test, the processor time, how much you want to observe means you need to add this, and user time you can add means you can add for this also. And going to the memory, so you want for the memory how much total committed means how much it is used, you want to know means you need to add this. So if you add this and click on okay, one more selected counter already presented, okay. So now you can observe here what are the counters you are added, user time. So it is showing for the like total how much it is showing everything. You can click on this average how much 52. And if you want for the total committed means how much it is a committed memory. Actually you have the 4 GB memory. For that 3 GB is already committed. It is showing for the average how much it is minimum maximum it will show. You can observe what are the counters we are added. All counters it's the displayed here. So now it is showing for this, right? Because in our system already is occupying this, it is showing. Maybe when you are doing the test, right, real time, that app server, DB server, it is showing as a 0 only, it will show. So you need to monitor this test means what we need to do means, so you can go to the test. So you can start scenario, click on S. You can observe your test is started. And we can observe for the CPU memory also, it is increasing or not. You can observe means you can go here. You can observe here. So last time it is a 40 will be there, right? You can observe now 50 users will come. It is increase for the your CPU memories. Means you need to monitor these two is the important thing. Processor time and total committed, how much it is committed memory point of view. We need to observe these all things. And if you want clear cut means we can see here in the performance. We can see here. You can observe this memory and CPU. You can observe last time how much it is showing 24 like this it show. Now it is showing for the 34 and more than that it's showing. Means during the test we can observe CPU utilization is going like this. And memory also it is utilizing for the 76. You can observe test. So test is going, 50 users are running. See, you can observe runtime, 50 users will be running. So if you open running user graph, see its ramp up is completed. All users, it will execute for the 3 minutes we are given. This 3 minutes it will execute. If you are doing load test means how much duration we want to execute? 1 hour, right? 1 hour
1
also
hour.
we can see that this all users will be execute for the 1 hour. So during the test, what is our duty means you need to observe that any how many password is happening. If it's any failed transaction means what is that failed transaction? If it is error, what is that error? And as same to the graphs also you want to observe transaction response time, like each and every launch login, how much response time it is happening. You want to see means you can observe here. All transactions we can see. And as same to the major job CPU memory also server point side point of view, we need to monitor this is also. So you can observe 49 it is showing. Last time is 20 it is showing, right? Now you can observe. So at least it's a 38 it's showing. You can observe here. It is showing as a see more than that. See utilization sometimes it is hitting for the 100 also.
Yeah.
We can observe these spikes also during the test. So sometimes it is crashing for the 100 also. Sometimes 42. Why means we are pushing the load, right? Every user is taking some memory and it is going. And memory also it is same way it is going. You can observe graph. So memory is fine. So less only it is occupying. And you can observe here total is this one and how much it is committed. And so we have only 14.2 GB we have. So available is only 1.9 is there.
Committed means that
Committed means used.
Okay.
Used memory. Okay. And we have the disk also will be there. Like you can observe which disk, like how much percentage disk base capacity. Okay, everything we are able to see here also. See CPU, it is sometimes up or down is going. See, it is hitting 100 also. So you are observe these kind of things like CPU or memory, it is crossing more than 80%. Your test is not going to good because CPU memory is not sufficient. Then we need to ask for our team, could you please increase for the CPU memory? Then they will increase. Got it?
Yeah, got it.
So this is not live is going, okay. So how we are doing for the performance, that same side scope, we are doing Dynatrace, any application, we need to add for the these counters and you need to see the results and end of the results. What is the average CPU utilization? So if now it is hit to 100 also, that's fine. Sometimes down, right? Finally, 1 hour test is completed. You are observed that this is the less than 80%, then it's fine. Okay, less than 80% is fine. maybe you are observed that in the entire 1 hour after also it is average it is more than 80, then CPU is not sufficient, memory is not sufficient. You need to give for this recommended to the particular team, then they will increase for that, and again you can do for the test. Maybe we can observe ramp up already is going right. We can observe it's a down CPU utilization memory. See, last time it is it for the 100%. Now it is showing for the 80 or 25. You can observe. Your test also going to finish.
Yes.
See, your test is done. Total positive
Yeah.
transaction this many. So one thing is important. Any server side monitoring tool, like application side, we have the server side will be like performance, side scope, app dynamics, dynatrace will be there. Any tool we need to add for the our servers, and each server we need to add for the CPU memory utilization. Then after test is completed, you can go to that server and you need to observe that, okay, this is the average response time of the 1 hour duration for peak load. So you need to give for that inputs also in your results. Okay, CPU is average 60%. Memory is okay less than 80%. Like you got for the 70 or 20 or any how much you got, right? You need to put from the report these results also.
After completion of the timings, only we can set the
Yes,
average.
yes. Okay, so now your part is completed, like everything is test is completed. We need to analyze the results, means we can go to the results and click on analyze results. Okay, so when you are open results, right, you should wait for the until 80%, 100% means results will be loaded. It will wait for the 100%, then it will all entire results will be loaded. The test is completed. So in the summary report, we need to observe for the test duration time and the results, and you can observe defined SLA, and we can observe transaction response time. So you need to click for the complete results, means click on S. Then now entire results will be you can get. Don't click no.
Yeah,
Then
so
if you
give
click no,
SLA, right?
SLA already be assigned. So you can observe
Yes.
defined SLA.
Yeah, defined.
So if you go here, you are able to see the, okay, we got SLA or not, you can observe. You can observe here, you got for the into means you are not a SLA is failed.
96, 93%.
Yeah. Maybe, but here you can observe it is not assigned. If you want to assign means here also we have SLA will be there.
Only we have sir two transactions, cancel and ticket booking.
Yeah. Now we need to give for the configure SLA. Click on this and edit. Now you can observe all transactions came, right? You can select all and you can add here. So this two cancel ticket transaction, this two will be okay. We don't have cancel. Okay, these two will be actions, right? So no need. We have all transactions, right? Launch login and click on flight, find flight, and select a flight will be there. Payment. Okay, now everything is done. If you click on next, and you need to give for the assign for the like SLA, click next, and you want for the running users and 2 seconds. You want to apply all transaction, apply for the all transactions. Next, finish and click on close. Then it is again results will be loaded. SLA settings it is attempting. You can observe. Now we can observe. So every transaction we are meet SLA or not, it is showing. Everything we need to concentrate which one? Average. So you can
Average.
observe first transaction onwards will go. Launch SLA failed. Why? Because average response time how much?
11 seconds.
11. All transactions SLA will be crossed. Means your test will be good? No, right?
No,
Why? Because we are observed CPU is crossed for the more than 100%.
100. Yeah.
So because of that, means my system I don't have CPU utilization will be not good. So that is why transaction response time will be more.
Like CPU utilization is not good because of multiple applications and multiple
Yeah,
servers.
no, we are open 50 users, right? 50 users again and
Okay.
again executing, right? Then what happened? Every user
Okay.
is taking for the some CPU utilization, but that much of CPU utilization not there in my system.
Okay. Okay.
So if you don't have CPU utilization, what will happen? Application hit, what will happen? It is taking for the long time. So failure test. This is the failure test. So this results no need to send from the anyone. Okay, then what is the our we need to resolve this? Maybe this test only you can observe real time. We got these things, and you are observe that CPU and memory it is crossed for the
2 seconds.
100%. 100 it is
100%,
reached.
yeah.
We are already observed, and memory also we
72.
can observe 76 or 77 here observed.
Yeah.
Means that 2 will be not sufficient. Why? Because you can observe actually CPU utilization by default it is 40 is there. When you are hit to the application, it's crossing for the 100%. Means almost 60% it is occupied. And after that, we don't have any memory. Sorry, any CPU utilization more than that. Actually, this CPU is how much? 4 GB, my CPU or 8 GB. Minute. 2.0 means only you can observe 40% means 4 GB only my okay. CPU is a 4 GB and memory also we have the memory will be somewhat will be twice 72% utilization 7.9 means total is 16 GB. So means these two also very important for the testing point of view. CPU memory also. If it is CPU memory is good, then your results will be obviously good. You will meet the SLA. So then that is why when you are doing the test, we need to configure for the CPU also. For here we have the we can add for the graphs also. We have the Windows resource will be there. Yeah, web resources and yeah, system resource will be there, right? Okay, system. So this is the servers. We can call it as a servers. Like MSIAS, nothing but it's a .NET server. Okay. And Apache, nothing but it's a Java server. MS Active server page. This is the Microsoft server. And we have the database servers also. You can observe Oracle SQL server. So we want to means we need to add for this all servers also. Depends on the your application developed from the like Java means maximum we have the Apache will be there. If you are doing for the .NET application, you need to select for the if you selected this, you can observe this graph is added. If you selected this, one more graph it is added. For example, you need to add measurements means click on measurements and click on add and you need to give for the name. Okay, just will give for the sample test. Click on OK. and click on add. And this is the counters from this server, Apache server. So we have the it per second, Apache CPU is there. You can add that. So if you miss what we want, we need to add. And as to the, you can observe kilobytes. This will be, we can call it as a, like how much kilobytes, nothing but memory point of view. So you can add this. And so how I'm showing, right? Same way you need to add for the, so for example, we'll do one more thing. We can delete this and just I will show for the real time also. For example, this is the one server. So one web server, we can observe that some 127.0.0.1 were added, one server. And next server you want to add, you can add for the 127 dot. So means they will give for the servers like this. We need to add for the like this. How many servers you want, you can add for this. So each server you need to add for the CPU utilization, memory utilization will be different. So you can add this, and same thing we can add, but each server will be different. So now this is fine, right? Now you can come to here, you can add this is also Apache this, and memory point of view you need to add for the kilobytes 10 fine. So we need to add like this. So you can observe Apache CPUs and Apache kilobytes we are added. Now, if you start execution, we are able to see the graphs here also. So just we'll execute, click, okay, again. I think we don't have time. You guys can rejoin.
Okay.